Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you. And this video I have made after a poll. In my community tab of my channel, I have given a poll that on what topic I should make a video. There, most of them uh, have preferred that I should make a video on how to make a notes. Okay, how to make a note, and in that category, I will try to explain you some things related to it. And I would like to assure that the rest issues which I have discussed in my poll, that thing too I will make video one by one. So first I would like to make on this video on this topic, then second will be on the other topic, and in that way all four subjects will be taken up. So you don't have to worry, and you don't have to uh, take any tension. I will make a video and it will help you, I'm sure. So this video it will help you if you are from English literature background. Okay, if you are from other subject, then too it will definitely help you. I'm not saying that it is only for English literature, okay? But I will emphasize on English literature. If you are in BA in English, or if you are in MA in English, then it will diametrically help you. I'm not guaranteeing it, but I'm just saying it that it will help you for sure. Okay, now when you will make a note on a certain book, then what kind of thing you have to keep in mind, that kind of thing I will talk. First thing, I don't know whether you make notes in your class, in your college, or in your university. That thing I don't know. Okay, but I request you, or I can appeal you that if you do take notes in the class, then that's a very fantastic job. That's a magnificent job, and I appreciate it. You must do that. In that way, if the lecture is over, then we often forget many things. But if you had written it down, then that will definitely help you in your later time. Okay? That's why if you are in the class and if you are listening the lecture, then you must note it down some points that is important related to the text. You don't have to write all the irrelevant things. You just write the meaningful things related to your syllabus or the text which your teacher is teaching you. That thing. Okay, when you will prepare a note, first thing you have to remember that your note or your writing, that must be utterly brief. It should be succinct, and it should be utterly understandable, or it should not be long. If your note is very long, then you cannot revise that thing before the exam. So try to write those things, those important things related to your syllabus, like your novel or drama or poetry, that should be written in a very brief, in a very meaningful way. Don't write irrelevant things, only write relevant things. That is the first point. Then before writing that, you must give heading, subheading. When you give heading, then in that way it will be very easy to spot you that this is of a novel like Heart of Darkness, or Things Fall Apart, or you can say Pride and Prejudice. Okay? Like that, you give heading, and you write like this, that the character sketch or the characteristics in the novel Pride and Prejudice, like that, or the theme of marriage in the novel Pride and Prejudice, like that. You have to give heading and subheading according to your choice and need. That thing you keep in mind. Then first, always try to use the primary book. Means if you want to make a note on a drama like Rhinoceros, then you first read the text. You collect all the information from that book. After that, only you have to search in the secondary sources. First, you have to stick with the first or primary book. That you have to keep in mind. Okay. Then when you have given the heading and subheading for the novel, drama, or poetry, after that, give a little introduction or background about the author and about the novel or drama or poetry which you are about to write. That thing you keep in mind. After that, you write when this book was published, and what the author or the poet or the writer is trying to say through this novel or through this text. That thing you must mention in a very short way. You wouldn't have to write the sentence in a very long manner. You can just skip it. You just write in a 5 sentence, or you can just write in a 5 words. Okay, and try to use capital letters to emphasize. Okay, then in that way, many things will also be stored inside your brain. Okay, that thing. Then if you are reading, or if you are making note on novel and drama or poetry, in all that thing, you will get some characters. If there are some characters in that particular text, then first thing you have to do is list them out. Okay, then you write it down one by one, all the characters from major to minor, from protagonist to antagonist to minor characters, like that. You just give 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, or A B C D E, like that you give. Okay, then in that way it will be easy for you to remember the characters of that particular text. Okay, that thing. Then after that, if you want to write in a broad way or in extensive way, then you try to write about the protagonist of the novel or the text. Then you write at least 5 lines, and that 5 lines you have to write only relevant things about the character of that particular character of text. Okay, means what kind of quality he possesses and why that character is significant. That thing you have to write it down. In that way, if you want to write 5, then write 5, 10, then 10, 20, then 20, according to your need and choice. Whatever you think that is okay, that you have to do. Then now the turn has come for synopsis of the novel. Synopsis means that novel or that text which you have read and now you are making notes, right? Now that story, if you write, that will take at least I think 40 pages. But that 40 pages thing you have to write now in a only 2 pages or 3 pages. Okay, that you have to reduce the amount. You have to write only the appropriate, meaningful, significant, and relevant things from that text. That thing you have to keep in mind. Then you write that synopsis or summary or analysis in your own word. You don't have to copy from the website or from others, copy your notes or from your teacher notes. Don't do that. You have to read the text, then you make your own notes in your own language. Okay, or if you're watching someone's video, then first you read the text, then you compare. If there any kind of error is found, then you have to amend it and then write it down in your own language in a brief way. And in that brief thing, you have to include all the things. Okay, that's the point. Then when you have written them, these all things, whatever I have said, after that, you have to highlight the lines or keywords which is utterly necessary to mention in the exam or in the seminar paper or in the group discussion or in the answer script. That thing you have to highlight. Highlight with highlighter pen or various kinds of color pen. That thing you have to purchase and then you do it. That thing. Okay. But I have seen many people when they are doing this highlighting thing, then they are doing all lines in a very highlight mode. Don't do that. You just have to highlight the main things. Don't highlight all the lines from the notes you have already made. Okay, then you write the themes of the text. What kind of issues are portrayed, depicted, and discussed in that text or in that novel, in that poetry, or in that drama by the poet, writer, or dramatist, novelist, essayist, autobiographer, whatever that you have to write themes. And themes you have to find out that themes through various sources. First you read the text. Then if you have not been able to found out that thing, then you just search it. Okay, then you will get, or you take help from your teachers, professors. Then you write that theme. Okay, there will be marriage of a theme of violence, theme of patriarchy, theme of patriarchal mindset, theme of feminism. That kind of thing will be there. Then you have to find it out. Then you have to write it in your note in a very brief and meaningful way. That thing. Then after that, what you have to do is, now you have to mention some examples related to theme or related to what you have said, that in the novel Pride and Prejudice, the novelist has tried to depict the conflict between traditional marriage and love marriage. If you have written like that, then you have to give some example. And if you want to put some quotation, then now you have to take that thing from the text itself. For that, you have to prepare before the exam and you have to mention that thing in the note. So for that, you have to mention that thing in the note. Okay, you just pick some lines from the text related to the theme, then you try to keep in mind that thing or remember that thing, or you by heart that thing. Okay, and if you are using quotation, make sure that you are writing as it is. Or if you are not writing like that, then it will be not be a fulfilling. You will not get marks. Rather, it will reduce your marks. So if you are not confident enough that this is the line same to same mentioned in the text, okay, then only you write. Or if it is not, then you just paraphrase it. Don't give any quotation. Okay, that thing you have to keep in mind. There are many things I will say. Okay, video may go a little bit longer, and you have to endure that if you want to know how to make notes effectively. Okay, then you can use diagram, chart, symbol, pie, images, capital letters, bullet, numbering, alphabeting. That all thing you can use for your own understanding of the text or that thing in a very short way. That thing you have to do. Diagram, chart, symbol, pie, that thing, and use abbreviation. You don't have to write that thing in a very short way. You just write abbreviation of some things. Then write things, WH questions, like you ask that why the writer has said like that. That kind of question you have to make inside your brain, and then you answer it. Then you write that what kind of thing the writer has tried to show through the character. That kind of thing you question it, then you answer it. You have to do it by yourself, that thing. Then after all these things are done, your notes is done. Then what you have to do is proofreading. Now you read it. Whatever you have written, is it now understandable for you or not? That thing you have to keep in mind, and whether that is understandable, as well as whether that thing is right, the grammatical thing is right, or the punctuation is right or not. That all thing you have to do by yourself. You have to do the proofreading. If any mistake is found, then you correct it. Okay. Then you have to do the revision. Okay. When you are done, then you revise it weekly, daily, according to your choice. But if you can do it daily, then that's great. That you have to do it. Okay, this is not. It may not suit you, but then too, I would like to say that if you are from regional medium like Hindi medium, Assamese medium, Bengali medium, or any other regional medium, and if your syllabus has a book that has already been translated to your regional language in Hindi, in Assamese, or in Bengali, then for your clear understanding, before reading the actual text, you can read the text and then you can get this text and then you can make notes. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope it will help you, and if it helped you, then thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Bye bye.